It all started as a joke. I was sitting at the kitchen table with my husband, laughing about something trivial, when I casually said, "Imagine if someone actually cheated. It would be hilarious." I didn't think twice. I thought he would laugh along, like he always did. But his smile disappeared. Something in his eyes changed, sharp and cold. He didn't say anything for a while, just stared at me. The atmosphere in the room felt heavier than ever. I wondered if I had gone too far with the joke. The next morning, I woke up to a strange silence. He was unusually quiet, sipping his coffee without looking at me. I tried to make small talk, but he barely responded. There was tension in the air, thick and suffocating. I started to feel nervous, wondering if the joke had really offended him that much. By afternoon, he left the house without a word. I assumed he had work, but as the hours passed, my anxiety grew. Something was off. I called him, but he didn't answer. My heart began to race. I couldn't understand what had gone so wrong. Later that day, a letter arrived. It was from a lawyer. I froze. My mind struggled to comprehend the words on the paper. He had hired a lawyer. Our marriage, which I had assumed was strong, was suddenly in legal hands. The joke I made innocent. Harmless had triggered a chain of events I couldn't control. I tried calling him again, begging for an explanation, but he remained silent. Friends noticed the change in me, asking if everything was okay. I lied, saying it was a minor disagreement. Deep down, I knew it wasn't minor. He had made a choice, and I had no idea if there was any turning back. A few days later, I received an email outlining divorce proceedings. I reread it over and over, feeling like my life had been shattered by my own careless words. How could a joke end everything? How could it have been taken so seriously? I reached out to him in person, desperate to explain myself. I told him it was never real, that I was just joking. But he didn't budge. The trust between us, once so solid, was gone. I realized then that some things, once broken, cannot be fixed by words alone. During the hearings, I sat silently as his lawyer presented every claim, every grievance. I could see the hurt in his eyes, the sense of betrayal that he carried. It wasn't just the joke, it was everything it represented to him. I felt helpless, watching my marriage dissolve in front of me. At night, I would lie awake, thinking about the moments we had shared, the promises we had made. I wished I could go back, be more careful with my words, and understand the depth of his feelings. But it was too late. My careless humor had cost me the life I loved. Weeks later, the divorce was finalized. He moved out, taking with him not just his belongings, but a part of my heart. I walked through our empty home, realizing how fragile love could be when trust is questioned, even by a single thoughtless comment. In the end, I learned a hard lesson: words carry weight, and jokes about betrayal can ignite real destruction. What I thought was harmless fun became the end of everything I held dear. I had joked about cheating, and in the cruelest twist of fate, my life was never the same again.